Hi again. Does anybody want to say hi to my grandfather? My grandfather was a Marine. Fought for this country. Fought for the rights for everybody in this room. Fought for all the rights for everybody up on this dais. Every one of you, Slaughter, Poirier, I don't think you swore anything. Cotton, Texera, Rector, Albrin, Menino, you have an obligation, Mr. Kohler. Ms. Paul, I don't think you swore an oath. But I think there is an obligation for every one of us, whether we like the words that come out of our mouths or not. We have the right. There's hundreds of thousands of people that have died for this country, walking on Normandy. My great-grandfather died fighting a war. And the reason I'm here is because my whole family, I unfortunately didn't get into the Marines. I wanted to be a sniper. I wanted to fight for my country. Unfortunately, I had knee problems, bronchitis, all these other waivers, and if anybody knows that's been in trying to get into it, understands that the Marines, they're like, yes, you're probably capable, but guess what? Unfortunately, and that was the unfortunate part. But my oath doesn't die just because I couldn't get in. That's why I'm here. That's why I cover stuff throughout YouTube. It's not just here. Mr. Rector, Mr. Cotton, we've spoken, right? What was the one thing that you didn't mention at the work sessions? It has like a branch and it has little berries on it. I offered an olive branch, and I keep offering this olive branch to each and every one of you. Everybody's all like, we don't want Mr. Taylor here. I'm going to do it right now, right here. My olive branch. I want a 3-2 vote so that this does not pass, so that the citizens, not me, I will walk away from here, and my wife will love me even more for not driving 4 hours and spending the money I spent. Here's the olive branch, again, on live stream. If you don't want to take it, that's on you. Because just because you're going to change the venue, if that's what you're going to do, you make it seem like this camera and all these other cameras and all these other people that care about the First Amendment or our constitutional rights are not going to show up to this meeting. This has been an ongoing thing for over a year. I was the one, all this started from when your officers detained me and put me in the back of their friggin' cop car for 45 minutes and ruined my day of fishing. And the funny thing is there's a Constitution right above his head. The Constitution. It's like right there. And you're like, Florida State we don't have to give you public comment. You make it seem like that we're not going to come here and speak on agenda items. I'll come here and speak about the boats all day. I will speak about anything I feel like just to get under the thin skin of Clearwater. And yes, I said it. I get under the thin skin of Clearwater. Just like Mr. Huluba said it to Brian Unks, all you have to do is just give the public what they want. Put it back the way it was when Hibbert was. I've been to meetings. You were at a meeting. Remember when where's Gandy? I wish he was here because he was the one that put his hands on me. Oh. You were there that day, Slaughter. But nobody was just, and on top of it, I was under an investigation. A 1-year investigation at a council meeting because I irritate you guys. And guess what? I paid $165 for body cams. That's gonna come from Stiff and the other 8 officers that were in here. And I'm gonna get the whatever documents that come from that. Just to what? You guys are all worried about my YouTube channel. That's all you guys are all worried about. If you're so worried about my YouTube channel and the things that I say, just give the people back the way it was. Give them their 3 minutes at the beginning of the meeting, and the majority of these people would walk away. 90% of these people would be in and out right after you do your proclamations and all your other whatever, your pledge, proclamations, or presentations, whatever, and then you go into your friggin', here's your public comment, 3 minutes. That's the way it was for decades. But only until some YouTuber from 4 hours away started coming into these meetings did this whole fiasco with decorum rules, let's do this, let's do this. I mean, you literally said my name on the live stream. Like, you make it seem like if I was to take from Bunker, or not Bunker, but Unks, until today, and I was to file a lawsuit, trust me, it's tough. Trust me. I just keep letting you dig yourself in. You know, you have a shovel and you're digging yourself a hole, and you're not going to get out of it. You did this to yourselves.
Taxpayers will pay.
And guess who's going to suffer?
Taxpayers.
Okay. All right.
Does everybody
Does everybody want to
Appreciate your father's sense.
Appreciate it.
Anyone else here from the public desire to speak to the agenda items tonight?
Mr. Brewer, you still want those 2 additional minutes?
Yes, he does.
Somebody.
So Nick Lagana, okay, and then I think it's Gary Shields. So you have 5 minutes.
I'm Mr. Halupa, and I'm going to speak a little bit about the First Amendment. There is something associated with the First Amendment that's called the Brandenburg test. This is a test that government can use that may, and I stress the word may, prohibit free speech which is directed to incite or produce imminent lawless action. The second part of that is that the speech must be likely to incite such action. Nothing that I have heard anybody say up here, including Mr. Taylor, including Mr. Felix, or anyone else, in any way satisfies the Brandenburg test for free speech denial. Now, slander is not a free speech right, but stating an opinion is. An opinion is not slander. So it is my opinion that, Jennifer Clay, you're the dumbass.
Facts.
Thanks for calling me that.
Facts.
The First Amendment to the Constitution has many provisions, free speech being one of the most important ones. Citizens have the right to petition the government for redress of any grievances they might have. Of course, redress is the remedy to set right an undesirable or unfair situation. What's a grievance? I shouldn't have to explain this to you people. grievance is any cause for complaint or protest, especially unfair treatment. This governing body seeks to abridge and deprive citizens' rights to be heard. I am a life member of the VFW, which, as you might guess, causes me to have a conversation with a veteran or two here and there. And they're, none of them are happy when this discussion comes up about what you people are trying to do, and they are voters, so it might behoove you to change direction on this. It almost appears that this governing body, when they say certain outrageous things, are being directed, Mr. Rector, by the fiefdom of Wally, Gandy, and Slaughter. There's some sort of a directive to maintain silence, particularly when one wants to speak about how screwed up Clearwater Police is and the lack of a city